Good afternoon to all of you who are present in the class. I hope I am audible there and you can view the screen as well. So, is the screen visible to you all? Am I audible as well? Oh, so, I mean, if you are responding means I must be audible. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about different type of representations for negative numbers in binary form. So we had seen the idea of this sign magnitude representation, where we talked that a particular digit is reserved for sign bit, or a particular bit is reserved for sign of the number. So if it is 0, if the sign bit is 0, the number is positive, and if sign bit is 1, then number is negative. So this we already discussed yesterday. I hope it was clear to you. This example also we did. And yes, there was one question from Anshul yesterday regarding why we have this many bits. So for example, for 12 can be written with I think 1100. Is it 12? So you can check. This is 1, this is 2, this is 4, and this is 8, right? So this is 8 plus 4, 12. So 12 can be written with 1100, correct? So the question is why we need the additional bits for this. So basically, putting how many bits we are putting up in a number depends on bit size of the binary devices which we are using. As a standard practice, we usually have 2 raised to the power n number of bits in any device, because that is convenient to put in various architectures. For example, you have 4-bit devices, then you may have 8-bit devices, then there were 16-bit devices, 32-bit computers. Many computers nowadays are 32-bit, or even good computers or big workstations, they are 64-bit. Then people are moving towards 128-bit. So basically, how many bits are there to be in a number? That depends upon the bit size of a device. So for example, you have to write down 2 in a say 4-bit device. So how will you write 2? It will be 0, 0, 1, 0, right? In a 4-bit device, it will be 0, 0, 1, 0. I mean, because your storage is 8-bit, so you can't leave. So I only need 2 bits to represent a number, say 2. So that is 1, 0, correct? But then the whole number or other bits in the storage device can't be left randomly floating. So that is why we make sure all other bits are 0. And that is how a number, say 2, in a 4-bit storage device should be stored as 0, 0, 1, 0. Similarly, here he must be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-bit notation. So that's all. I mean, what is important regarding this? Nothing else. Now, next thing which we need to discuss. Okay, these all examples we did. Next thing which we want to discuss in detail is another representation, which is one's complement representation. So basically, one's complement representation is what? In a binary number, so first let us define how is one's complement of any binary number defined. So one's complement of any number, any binary number, is actually nothing but number obtained by replacing its all zeros with 1 and all ones with zeros. So that number which comes out of complementing the numbers or bits of a particular binary number is called one's complement. So complement means for 0, 1 is its complement, for 1, 0 is its complement. So that is called one's complement. In fact, both numbers are complement of each other. Yeah, that's also interesting. If you have one number and take its ones complement, then you will find another number. And if you take the ones complement of the second number, you will find out the first number itself. Means ones complement of a number is the number itself. If one of these numbers is positive, then other number is going to be negative. So that is what is the idea which is employed in ones complement representation. So in ones complement representation, the numbers which are beginning with 0, whose most significant bit is 0, are termed as positive numbers, and those beginning with 1 are the negative number. This is similar to sign bit. The convention is similar to that in sign bit representation, or similar to that of sign magnitude representation. But there are going to be certain advantages, not directly in terms of the what I was saying yesterday. So that the advantage is not that, okay, how many numbers we can store. I mean, we can save a bit. That is also not the case. So basically, if you have a 4-bit system, then we can represent total how many numbers in a 4-bit system? 15 numbers, 16 numbers in a system from 0 to 15. So now the choice is our. I mean, what we choose our 0 to be, and then you can either represent 8 positive numbers and 7 negative numbers, or 8 negative numbers. Sorry, if one is 0, then you can choose, okay, 8 positive numbers and 7 positive number, 8 negative number. So it is just depending upon what particular system we are choosing. So accordingly, overall we can choose 16 numbers in a 4-bit system. So either you choose those numbers from 0 to 15. So that's one choice. Or if we use these, if you fix a sign bit, a bits exclusively for sign, then in that case, what we will be having, one bit is represented, one bit is exclusively reserved for sign. So basically, how many numbers we can represent? Then we can have in 3-bit system numbers from 0 to 7, and also from 0 to -7. Right? So you can have 0 to +7 and 0 to -7. So that is how we can represent different numbers in any of the representation. So in ones complement, for example, if this number is 5, so if a number is beginning with 0, then this means this is the number, this is a positive number, and the conversion rule will apply the same way as we did in our previous lecture for converting a number from binary to decimal. So what is the conversion rule is, okay, it is just 2 raised to the power 0, it is 2 raised to power 1, it is 2 raised to power 2, this is 4 plus 0 plus 1, this is 5. So that is why this number is +5. But you have to be careful. When number is beginning with 1, you can't apply that conversion rule. You can't say, okay, the weight for this is 0, so 2 raised to power 0 is 1, this is 2 raised to the power 1 is 2, and then this is 2 raised to power 2, 4, but 0, then 2 raised to power 3, this is 8. So 8 plus 2, 10. No, we can't say this number is 10. So you have to be careful. When somebody says, okay, my representation is ones complement. So first thing you should see is, what is my most significant bit? So if your most significant bit is 0, you should use the rule to convert number the way you usually used to do. Means you should simply take the weightage of each digit or each bit, and then accordingly get the number in the decimal form. But if the most significant bit is 1, then you should first take its ones complement. Then you will be finding, okay, that is the actual number, and then because the most significant bit is 1, so we will say this is minus of that number, negative of that number. For example, in this case, suppose somebody would have given you this number and told that, okay, this is a number in ones complement representation. What is this number? So now, since most significant bit is 1, you can't directly apply that rule that, okay, 2 raised to the power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to 2. No. Now, what we have to do first, so one thing is clear, that this number is negative. So we can place a minus sign. From this, as such, we can get this information only. To get the magnitude of the number, I have to get its ones complement, which will be nothing but 0, 1, 0, 1. So this will give you plus 5. And finally, what is this number then? Is minus 5. I hope it is clear to you what I am trying to tell. So how to get a number which is given in ones complement back to decimal number, that has to be done according to what is your most significant bit. Okay, now let me let me first ask that if everything is clear. Okay, Mr. Subhash is asking some. So see, usually my screen is showing me my presentation in full screen mode. So if there is a question and you typed it in the chat box and I didn't respond, it is better you unmute your mic and ask. Right now I can see the question from Subhash. So what is he asking is, by ones complement, the decimal number is also changed. What do you mean by ones complement? I didn't get your question, Subhash. By ones complement, the decimal number is also changed? Of course, it should be changed. It should be changed because you have to take ones complement of everything, right? So it will, of course, change. We'll come to decimal numbers. Maybe I have not put it for today's class, but I can come up with the decimal numbers in the next class. Let us first try to understand the simple numbers like integers in ones complement representation. So now let me give you this as a quick homework, not a homework, but just you do the conversion for these numbers in ones complement. So how can you represent 7 plus 7 in ones complement, and how can you represent minus 7 in ones complement? You do it on your notebook and then let me know what you are getting. Yes, please. Plus 7 is simple, very good. Then what will be minus 7? What will be minus 7 is 1, 0, 0, 0, right? So in ones complement, 1, 0, 0, 0 will be minus 7. Whereas in simple binary form, when we are not talking of a sign of a number, then 1, 0, 0 will be what? That will be 8. So you should be careful and then accordingly mention that what notation you have been following, so that there is no confusion. I mean, if you just simply say 1, 0, 0, what is this binary number equal to? Then somebody may say it is 8, somebody may say it is minus 7, somebody may say it is something else. So you have to mention that, okay, what is 1, 0, 0 in, say, sign magnitude representation, or in, say, one's complement representation, or anything else which we may be coming to. Fine. So you should exclusively mention what is the representation. So this is correct. Most of you did it correctly. Fine. Let us do another example. Say plus 8 and minus 8. What will this be? Plus 8 and minus 8 in one's complement representation. Yes, good, Anchika. What is minus 8? Anshul, what you did was correct, but you had to put one additional bit, right? Because just 4 bits are not sufficient to represent plus 8, because we are talking of signed numbers now. So sign, even if it is positive, in decimal number system, we don't usually put positive sign exclusively. But in binary number system, if you are talking of signed numbers, or even in general, you have to describe it to the computer that, yes, what is your number? I mean, what is the sign of your number? Otherwise, your computer will get confused. So fine, most of you have done it correctly. It's quite simple. Very good. So that is how we can represent plus 8 and minus 8 in this one's complement representation. Let us do another example. You do for a plus 15 and minus 15. What will this be in one's complement representation? Please do. Okay, plus 15 is correctly done. Anshul again doing same mistake. You have to put one exclusive bit for sign. Anshika Ori, it is wrong. You are just putting 0, 111. Don't be in hurry. Whatever you're writing, write properly. Take a time. What if you do it wrong way in your exam? And you will lose your marks. Write things with patience properly. Fine, minus 15 is 100. So we need at least 5-bit system to represent plus 15 and minus 15. Okay, fine, very good. So that's how we can represent plus 15 and minus 15 in the what you call ones complement representation. So one thing which is interesting here and you should notice is that from all these examples which we discussed, you should observe that if you have an n-bit number or if you have an n-bit representation system, what is the maximum size of a positive number that we can represent in one's complement representation? That is going to be 2 raised to the power n minus 1 minus 1. So this n minus 1 is in the power. Let us try to see it for 4-bit case. For 4-bit system, what is n? 4. Small n is 4, correct? So what is 2 raised to the power n minus 1? That is 2 raised to the power 3. So which is 8. 8 minus 1. So largest positive number is 7. You can see the largest positive number which we can represent with the 4-bit system is 0, 1, 1, 1. Why so? Because any number, if you try to go to the next number, say try to write 8 with this, that is going to be 1, 0, 0, 0. But that is not the case, which is actually reserved for minus 7. So largest positive number which we can write is 2 raised to the power n minus 1 minus 1. And largest negative number is also going to be this. I mean, if it is plus 7, then largest negative number is also going to be minus, smallest rather we should say, smallest negative number or maximum negative number is going to be minus 7. Fine. Similarly, if you go to 5-bit system, in 5-bit system, now n is 5. So what is the largest number in 5-bit system we can represent? 2 raised to the power 5 minus 1 minus 1. So which is 2 raised to the power 4 minus 1. What is 2 raised to the power 4? 16. 16 minus 1 is 15. So in 5-bit system, largest positive number is 15. And what is the smallest or maximum negative number, rather we should say? That is going to be minus 15. So this rule is a general rule. So if somebody asks you that, okay, if you have a 8-bit system, suppose your computer is using 8-bit hardware, then in 8-bit system, what is the largest number, largest positive number you can represent in 8-bit system? And what is the largest negative number you can represent in 8-bit system? Yes, please try to do a quick calculation and let me know. What is the largest positive number in 8-bit system? Are bhai 8-bit, okay. Oh, there are so many random. Somebody says 63, somebody says 127. Do it carefully. Parikshit, check your answer. (127 minus 127). Pranjal is getting 63, Prakshit got 63. 2 raised to the power, it is 8 minus 1. It is 2 raised to the power 7. Right? So what is 2 raised to the power 7? (128), correct? And then minus 1, 127. So that is why 127 is the correct answer. Those getting 63 need to check what mistake are they doing. It is, I asked you to do calculation for 8-bit system, right? So small n is 8. So accordingly, you should get the answer. I hope it is clear and simple. Now let us come to another representation of signed binary numbers, and that is 2's complement representation. Now this 2's complement representation is also similar to that of 1's complement, not very different from it. And 2's complement is nothing. 2's complement of a number is just a number obtained by adding 1 to the 1's complement of a number. I hope you are able to understand what I'm saying. If you have to find out 2's complement of a binary number, you have to first find its 1's complement, then add 1 to the 1's complement of the number. That will give you the 2's complement of a number. Let us first understand 2's complement. For example, the 2's complement of this is this. How this comes? So this number is 0, 1, 0, 1. Right? How to get 2's complement? You have to first get its 1's complement, which is 1, 0, 1, 0. Please follow my words, right? 1's complement of this is 1, 0, 1, 0. Then you have to add 1 to it, which will be 1, 0, 1, 1. Fine? And in 2's complement notation, what we say is that, okay, if the simple binary number is positive, then 2's complement of that number is corresponding negative number. So for example, this is representing +5, isn't it? Same rule applies here. If most significant bit is 0, means the number is positive, and then you have to follow the conventional rule to convert the binary number to the decimal form. So in this case, again, same rule applies. So this will be +5, and in 2's complement representation, this second number, which is 2's complement of this, will be -5. So in 2's complement representation, this number is -5. Now try to see the difference. I mean, okay, in 1's complement, -5 is different. In 2's complement, -5 is different. Now you may ask, okay, we are all confused whether to use 2's complement or to use 1's complement or what. It's all confused stuff, right? So you should not get really confused actually, because what particular notation you are using, you mention it exclusively before using that particular notation. So if you are saying, so you have to mention whether you are following 2's complement, whether you are following sign magnitude representation, or whether you are following 1's complement representation. I hope it should be clear till now. Is there any question from the contents which we discussed till now? Is it okay, or you have some query? Anyone has any question? How can we extract 2's complement of a fractional part? Sir, is the same way to draw it? Okay, no question. Mohit has a question that how do we take care of a fractional part? Yes, the rule should apply same way, but okay, I'll exclusively get some example with the fractional numbers. Today, let us talk of integer parts. Then tomorrow we'll be talking about the fractional case. I will get some specific examples so that we will discuss in detail. Let's first talk of the simple case of integers. So, okay, again, as in the case of 1's complement, now in 2's complement as well, if most significant bit is 0, the number is positive. If the most significant bit is 1, the number is negative. Well, and also, what is the largest positive number which we can represent in 2's complement? So the number comes out to be same, 2 raised to the power n minus 1. So the numbers is going to be same. For 4-bit case, for example, the largest positive number will be +7. Whereas in 2's complement, the largest negative number will be -2 raised to the power n minus 1. So in this case, this 1000 will be -8. What was this in case of 1's complement? Okay, now you need to ask yourself, what was 100 in 1's complement? So here we are finding that in 2's complement we can represent one additional number, correct? Why so? In 1's complement, 0, if you use 40, that was +0. So if you put 1, 0, that is -0. Whereas +0 and -0, -0 doesn't make any sense. Both are equal. So in this case, we don't have any combination reserved for -0 separately. So 0 means 0, and 100 is used actually for 8, -8. You can try to see how we get -8 in 2's complement. So there's another thing which you should also pay attention to. just in the previous case, one's complement of a number was number itself. Same is the case with two's complement of a number. So two's complement of a number is a number itself. I'll be doing the example. These examples, before we discuss these examples, let us have a quick look on this table. So this table is representing our 4-bit, positive and negative numbers within 4-bit number systems. So first case is, first column is representing the decimal numbers, and then second column is giving us the corresponding sign magnitude representation of those numbers. Third column is giving us the ones complement representation of these same numbers, and third column gives us the representation of two's complements of a number. Question is, okay, how to get two's complement of a number? Or suppose you have been given in decimal. Suppose you are asked to represent 6. So how you convert it? You simply do it the way you used to do for integer part, right? You divide it by 2 and keep on dividing unless you find out the corresponding representation. So 6 will be same. Positive numbers are going to be same in all these representations. This is something important you should notice. So all the positive numbers are looking exactly the same in all these representations. What is the different part is how they take care of the negative numbers. So basically, how do they take care of negative number? If somebody asks you represent 6, so that is just the conventional rule. You divide 6 by 2, write down the remainder, again divide the remaining quotient by 2, again write the remainder, and so on. So that is how you can get it easily. Fine. Now if somebody asks you, okay, write down -6. So for that, you have to first write down 6. Correct? And then 6 is same. Okay. Then you should ask, okay, how to write down -6? I mean, which particular representation I should follow? If somebody asks you to write down -6 in sign magnitude representation, you should just make this 0 as 1, and this will be 1 1 0 0 1 1 0. So 1 1 1 0 will be -6. You can come and check here. So this is -6 in sign magnitude representation. Well, if somebody asks you, okay, represent -6 in ones complement form, you will say, what you will do? You will take ones complement of each of these bits. So 1 0 0 1. 1 0 0 1 will be -6 in ones complement representation. Similarly, if someone asks you, let us do or let us write down -6 in two's complement representation. So what will you do? You will take one's complement and add 1 to this. So when we will be adding 1 to this, 1 here. So what you will get, this 1 plus 1 will be 0 and 1 will be the carry here. We will be talking about addition shortly. So this will be 1 0 1 0. So this is -6 in two's complement representation, and so on. So that is how we can get one's complement and two's complement that is how we can represent positive and negative numbers in sign magnitude or ones or two's complement representation. Is this clear, or is there any question from what we did up to here? Is this okay? Is this clear to everyone? I'm getting no response. Okay. All right. Now, since everyone is online, I also request you to sign your attendance. And for that, you know that what you have to do. You have to just put your roll numbers here. Very good. You're very fast for responding to your attendance. Anyway, good. So let's move forward and try to do some more examples in two's complement. Okay, let me give you some numbers and ask you to find out 2's complements of these numbers. So you find out the 2's complement of this number, which is appearing on your screen, which is 0, 1, 0, 0, 111, 10. So what is the 2's complement of this number? Please calculate it in your notebook and let me know. Two's complement of this specific number. 10110010. Right. So okay, what is this number actually? How to find out? Okay, what is this number is? If we convert this number into decimal number form, this is going to be plus 78. Can you cross check if I have done it correctly? It should be plus 78. Why plus 78? Because first bit or the most significant bit, that is bit on the leftmost side, is 0. So it is a positive number. Now this should be 78 plus 78, correct? Now how to get 2's complement? This is the number. This is 1's complement of this number. You just have to change every 0 with 1 and every 1 with 0. And how to get 2's complement? You have to add 1 to the 1's complement of this number. For addition, that is what is the rule we have to follow. I mean, in binary number system, if you have to add 0 to 0, the output will be 0, and there will be nothing like a carry. If you add 1 to 0, you will be getting 1. If you are adding 0 to 1, then you are again getting 1. But if you add 1 to 1, in decimal number system it is 2. In decimal number system, 1 plus 1 is 2. In binary number system, 1 plus 1 is, it is still 2, but written in binary form, 1, 0. So it doesn't mean that in binary number system 1 plus 1 is 10. No, it is 2 written in binary form. Well, so what is the rule here? Okay, fine. We have to forget the number, because we are finding 2's complements. We have to add 1 to the 1's complement of the number. So 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. I mean, here will be 0, and this 1, second one will go to the next bit, and that will be added as a carry. So this will be 1 here, and finally that is what you are going to get. Everything else repeats itself like that way, and that is what you are going to finally get. So this is the 2's complement of a number. And what is this number going to be in 2's complement? What is the decimal equivalent of this number? What is the decimal equivalent of this number? Yes? Anyone? You got my question or not? So this number is plus 78, right? In decimal number system. What is this number? Very good. It is minus 78. Fine. So this is minus 78. Correct. Now let me give you another example. You all do it yourself again. What is this number? First tell me what is it, this number in decimal form. What is this number in decimal form? I hope you are working up. Okay, somebody says it is 53. Correctly done. Very good. It is 53. Now find out its 2's complement. I mean, how should we write down minus 53? Isn't it? So 2's complement will follow this way, right? The number is this. You have to write down its 1's complement and then add 1 to it, and that is going to be the 2's complement of this number. And what is this number is nothing but minus 53. All right. This is what we already discussed. Okay, before I move to the next slide, note in your notebook, because I didn't put that number as such in the slide. I am giving you another number. Let me also note it somewhere. Okay, so that I could check your answer. I am giving you another number, and you just let me know what is that number. The number is 11001011. Now you tell me, what is this number in decimal form? Number is 1. Okay, let me write it in chat box. That will be better. I am sorry. So what I'm saying is, what is this number equal to in decimal form? You have to find out 11001011. What is this number in decimal form? In 2's complement representation. I'm saying in 2's complement representation. Okay? Yes, please work up and let me know. Okay, somebody is saying 203. Very good, Anshul. Oh my God, there is a big flood of answer called 203. Very good. Is everyone getting 203 or something else you should get? All of you are wrong. Priyanshu is wrong. Pallavi is wrong. Even I think Akriti, Anshul, everybody not doing it properly. So first thing, all those who are writing 203, at least think over it. The number is beginning with 1. So means it is going to be negative number, first thing. So you can directly convert it. You can't directly convert it. Fine. So what we need to first find out its 1's complement. Then take 1's complement of that. Right? Or what you can do is, because this number is negative, you take 2's complement of this number, then you will get corresponding positive number, and that positive number will give you the magnitude of the number, and that magnitude presented with the minus sign will represent the number. So this is going to be a negative number. First thing, what is 2's complement of this number, which I just shared with you? 11001011. Find out 2's complement of this number. 2's complement of this number is 00110101. Correct. Jyoti did it well. So what is this number now? What is this number now in decimal number system? How can it be 52 or even 75? I don't know what you all are doing. Be careful. This is not 75. I don't think there is something wrong, Kanika. Let others check. Or I have done a quick oral calculation. Maybe I am wrong. Alright, 203. Priyanshu, are you still sleeping? It is not 203, man. Oh, very good. Now you have to get me the right answer. Then I will move forward. You all sit with patience. I'm giving you sufficient time. Take your own time. Don't worry. And then you get things done. Sit with patience. Don't just type the numbers. Do it properly with a cool mind. I give you time. Take sufficient time. No problem. Sometimes it is 53, 75, 127. I don't know what, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Subhash, you are great. Still 120, kitna? 169. Akriti, 45. I am not happy. You take your time. 44. Oh, very good. See, I am not, this is not a competition. Take your time, do it slowly, but do it properly, correctly. 52, 53. Oh my God. Okay, let me tell you the answer to this is 53. And this number should be minus 53 because beginning with 1. Now, all those who didn't get it correct, I want you to do it in your notebook and um, show me your notebook with the help of your camera. You're doing it wrong way. What is the mistake you are doing? Now, since the 2's complement is 53, so what should this number have been, which I have given you? This number should have been minus 53. I hope you got the idea or not. I don't know. How many of you got the idea? How many of you got how to check a number in 2's complement form? Okay, let me give you another number. And the number is 0110, sorry, 10110101. Okay, what is this number in 2's complement? What is this representing in 2's complement? Decimal equivalent. Now forget previous case, come to this one. What is this number in 2's complement form? So what is its decimal equivalent? Arey bhai, what you are doing? I am not asking you to find out 2's complement of this number. I am saying the number which I have typed is this one. I am asking you that what is this number in 2's complement form? What is this number in decimal form? What is the decimal equivalent of this number? I am telling you that this is the number written in 2's complement form. Don't just rush to the blind procedure. First, listen the question carefully. What I am asking? I am saying, what is this number equal to? Given that this is the number written in 2's complement form. Oh, Disha. You people are still hitting in the blind way. Mohit, Kanika, Anika, Disha, all of you at least look at the question which I have asked. This number is beginning with 0. Means the most significant bit is 0. So if the most significant bit is 0, the binary number definitely is not going to be negative. It is a positive number. Go back to the previous slides which I just discussed. If any number is beginning with 0, it is positive. If a number is beginning with 1, it is negative. Well, so if it is positive, you have to simply convert it with the help of those weights which I have given you, and then you have to find out the number. Now, I don't know, still somebody is finding 218, somebody is saying 219. One more tip let me give you. Okay, this is the number, this is the number, and if the least significant bit is 1, the number is going to be odd. Why? Because you have 2 raised to the power 0 sitting somewhere, which is 1. So remaining others will give you even numbers. this only. The last number will give you 1. So if you will add 1 to any even number, you will be getting an odd number. So the answer should be odd number. So I can straightforward say that those saying 218 or any even number, they are wrong. And conversion should lead you, I don't know whether it results into 219 or not. We can try it. Okay, let me do it for you here. So it is 2 raised to the power 0, 2 raised to the power 1, 2 raised to the power 2, 2 raised to the power 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 1 into 2 raised to the power, into 2 raised to the power 7, right? I think this is what your first non-zero bit will give you. Then 1 into 2 raised to the power 6 plus 0, which is none of our business. What you are doing, typing everything in random. Okay, you get it converted yourself. So finally, you are responsible to get the answer by tomorrow. Fine, anyway. One last example I'm giving you now to check if you understood things correctly or not. Okay, stop typing now, that's okay. I'm giving you the last example now. Okay, note it carefully. So the number is coming to your screens. This is the number. And this is the number in 2's complement form. I'm telling you as such. So what is its decimal equivalent again? What do you think is the decimal equivalent of this? Yes, please go ahead. Is everyone working? I hope you all are working. Please switch on your cameras. I want to see if everyone is present in the class or are gone out. All please switch on your cameras. Very good. So that you are working. I can see your notebooks. Very good. Okay, keep working. Just tap on the video of your camera. That's all. And keep working. That's okay. Subhash. Where is Subhash? Okay. Anyone got the answer? Okay, is it going to be minus 139? So we have to convert it, right? So you convert it and then accordingly get what is this number going to be. So since it is beginning with 1, it is a negative number. Now since it is a negative number and we have, I told you that it is in 2's complement form. So find out the magnitude of this number. What you have to do, I have to take 2's complement of this number and then finally you will get the magnitude. And I'm sure you all can work out. That is simple. So that is what completes your 2's complement. I hope you should now, by now you have understood how to find out 2's complement and what is the physical meaning of 2's complement, right? So we discussed one way to find out 2's complement, which is, okay, first we have to find out 1's complement of the number. Then we have to add 1 to the 1's complement. That looks a little tedious task. I mean, time consuming rather. There is a shortcut as well to find out the 2's complement of a number. How we find out 2's complement of a number? From this is just we can deduce from the previous examples itself. That okay, the rule is that if the least significant bit of a number is 1. So what you have to do is you have to first see, suppose somebody give you binary number. Let us do this with the help of example. These two, let us understand these two rules with the help of few examples. Suppose I have to find out 2's complement of this number coming on your screen. So how can I do? I have to first otherwise do take its 1's complement, then add 1 to it. Rather than doing this, okay, let me follow these two rules. if the least significant bit of the number is 1, it's 2's complement. So the first rule won't be applying. So what you have to do is we have to go to the second rule, because here the least significant bit is 0. So we have to apply the second rule. So what is second rule saying? Second rule says that if it is 0, then 2's complement is obtained by scanning the number from the least significant bit size. So we have to scan the number from right side towards left, because least significant bit is sitting here, and retaining all the bits as such up to what? Up to a location or up to a position where first one appears. So in this number, where does first one appear? So this is 0, this next one is also 0, this is 1. So this is the first one appearing on third place from the right, correct? So up to this point, we will keep everything as such. This is what he's saying. Okay, up to first one and the remaining bits, we have to keep all of them as such. So we have to keep this 0 as such, rightmost 0, this 0 also as such, and this one as such. The remaining bits on the left hand side shall be inverted to 1's complement. So what will that be? 0, 0, 1 from left hand side. So from right hand side, fine. 0 will be 1. This is 0, this is 0, this is 1. So what should be the 2's complement of this number? This one. I hope you got the application of second rule. So this will be 0, 0, 1 kept as such. These 3 kept as such. And then remaining are changed, with every 0 replaced with 1 and every 1 replaced with 0. So this is 2's complement of this number. That's the shortcut way. So I mean, once you remember the rules, the life won't be that difficult. Correct? So this is how you can find out 2's complement. Let us do one more example. Here also, second rule would be applying, because least significant bit is 0. So you write down it in your notebook what it should be. Then I will show you the answer. So what will happen? This 0 and this 1 will remain as such. The remaining bits will be inverted. 1 will be changed with 0, 0 will be changed with 1. So that is going to be the answer. 2's complement of this number will be this. Okay. Similarly, let us try one more example. Here also second rule will be applying. And what is second rule? Again, you have to scan from right hand side up to this 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 bits from right hand side will remain unaffected, whereas remaining will be inverted. So that is the 2's complement of this last third number. Fine. Okay, let's try another last case where first rule is going to be applied now. Why? Because now least significant bit is 1. So this type of conversion is very simple. What you have to see here, or what you will do here, if the least significant bit is 1, its 2's complement is obtained by changing 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, except for LSB. So in this case, we will keep least significant bit as such, and all others will be changed from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So that's the 2's complement for this number. Isn't this way of getting 2's complement very simple? It is very simple and easy as well. Fine. Before we move to the next slide, let me give you a quick homework to just get this -17 converted into all these three representations which we just now studied. Since now time is running up, so I leave it to you. You have to get this number converted into sign magnitude, 1's complement and 2's complement form. So here are the quick answers, but I am leaving it to you. I won't be showing it up for a long time. So, and then in the next class, we will be talking about binary arithmetic. Now, having done all these ones representation, ones complement, twos complement, sign magnitude, now we will be realizing what is the importance of these. Rather, this twos complement is very useful while designing hardware for binary arithmetic. So we will be seeing that we will first understand the significance of twos complement method while discussing the binary arithmetic, binary addition or binary subtraction. Then we shall be trying to see that, okay, how the idea of addition with the help of twos complement formulation will be really a helpful thing. So this will be clear in coming classes that we will be seeing in the coming lectures. So having done this for today, this I will be discussing tomorrow. So all this will be discussed tomorrow. This all will be done tomorrow. So thank you for today. And if there is any question from anyone for what we did today, please ask it so that I can answer it. Maybe not today, then tomorrow. Is there any question or is everything clear? No question, everything clear. Fine. Okay, fine. If there are no more questions, thank you very much. Take care and do that example by tomorrow. Okay, there is a question from Tanvi. Very good. If we have to find two's complement of a number, then we will add 1 to the integer part or fractional. Okay, as of now, let us keep focused on integer part, integer numbers. I mean, those which doesn't have fractional part. Fractional numbers I will be talking in the next class. Fine, that how to take care of the fractional numbers. But that's a good question. Okay, I'll take care of this in the next class. We'll do some examples based upon fractional numbers. Any other question? Yes, please. Any other question? No? Well, if there are no questions,